Today, I want to talk about three things that you may be doing that is quietly blocking your self worth, your self respect, your self love, even your self identity. You may not even be knowing that you're doing it, or you might even know because I know I've done it. And if you are a sensitive being like me, an empath, or a caring individual, kind and sweet, and all those wonderful words, 9 out of 10, you probably see yourself at least in one of these things that could be blocking, which, something for your cup to be full. So I am going to jump right in. I am Shaunda, empowerment coach and all around sister friend. So, yeah, so we're just going to jump right in with this. So, the first thing is if you are overgiving, if you are an overgiver, just in general, and I know I've been an overgiver in a lot of my life and to the people that I love, and it's not their fault. This is really on me because people take as much as you give them. And especially people who are not necessarily worrying about you, because the more you give, the more the individual takes. And it just depletes you. Love is supposed to be a reciprocated thing. And I actually had somebody who got upset with me because I was like, relationships are about reciprocity. And they were like, told me I was selfish. And I was like, wow, okay. But that just shows you, number one, that relationship already was unbalanced. So, and I was already giving way more than I should have been giving. So, if you find yourself in that spot where you're giving and giving and giving, now it's time to stop because you're blocking the love that you need for yourself. You're blocking that time, that space, and you're also giving more to someone, this person, when maybe if you take a really back a little bit and not give them as much, you'll have more to spread somewhere else, more to give to things and to yourself, the things that you want to yourself. So think about that now, especially now. And it's not, giving to yourself is not selfish. It's not a selfish act. And sometimes that's the first thing that people say, oh, you're being selfish. But you're not. You are being selfish towards yourself. You are not holding yourself in a higher place. You're giving way more to another individual who they may deserve it at some point in time. But if you are turning over everything for them, it's time to reel it back because that means that you're losing yourself. And that's one thing that you do not want to do is continue to lose yourself. You may have lost yourself, but you got to find yourself. So, and it's okay when those individual or that individual thinks that you may be selfish at this present time. It's really okay. And seriously, you are not being generous with all your giving. You're self-abandoning. So number two, over-explaining. And I had a really bad habit of doing this on a regular basis because my thought was, oh, I have to make sure they understand. But this is my understanding now. When someone tells me something, especially when it's simple, because most of the time it's just coming out like it is, right? So more than likely it's real simple. So I've found that is putting so much pressure on you to work with them. This has nothing to do with you not explaining it correctly, you not using the right words. Because for the right person and someone who's not taking advantage of you, someone who's not bringing toxicity to a relationship or trying to manipulate you, it does not take you a dissertation to explain something, explain a simple boundary, explain a simple reason why certain things can't happen, a simple no. It doesn't take all of that. No more over explaining, because this is what you're doing that's harming you, that's hurting your self worth, because it makes you doubt yourself. I know, well, I'll say it made me doubt myself. Like, oh, if I don't say this part of it, then they may feel this way. And I'm worried about their feelings. And I'm just going on and on trying to explain. But then they're turning it around on me. The more that I explain, the more I talk. So you don't need a long explanation of why you feel a certain way, why you need a certain thing, why your no is a no. That is about loving yourself enough to know that whatever I say, it should be okay, especially if I'm also receiving what someone else is saying. Okay, so number 3, we are talking about overstaying, staying too long in a situation that you should have been out of a long time ago, or maybe even a short time ago, but you should be out of that situation. You're staying. Why? We have all kind of reasons for staying. I know I've done that. I've been there, culprit right here. You're staying for, most of the time, familiarity. You're staying for potential. You're staying because you're hopeful that this time it might be right. This time they'll get it right. You're in that place where moving on is scarier than what you're dealing with, so you stay way too long. You put your self-worth on the back burner, you put your self-love on the back burner. You're feeling pretty shameful, but you're still there and you haven't moved. The realization should be, sometimes we have to move from a place or move from a situation so our blessings can show up for us. And sometimes we have stayed so long, we've missed several blessings. We are not where we could have been or should have been. But you can't cry over spilled milk. You just have to wipe it up and keep it moving. At least that's what I feel. Because I know I've been there. I've done that. And I've done that more than once. I've done that more than my fair share of times of different situations. And it's not just in relationships. It's in just different situations. So if you are in this place where you are staying in a situation for familiarity, for comfort, for potential, ask yourself some questions. Well, why am I still here? What am I losing not moving on or moving forward? Because what I do know is when you do decide to move, it takes you more than the one time. So ask yourself and give yourself permission to love yourself enough to move forward. Love yourself enough not to be extra explaining stuff to folks, not to be overgiving, not to be overstaying in a situation that has long since lost its shine, because you have to make sure that your cup is full. You have to move forward on this journey so you can get all that you need to get and all that you were meant to have. Because as long as you're staying in a situation, or as long as you're overgiving, as long as you're doing the most and there is no reciprocity, you're the only one who doesn't win. That other person wins, but you don't win. You might get small snippets or small trinkets of winning, but let me tell you, when you can love yourself so fully and be okay if you have to be alone for a little bit. It's okay. It's okay if somebody's calling you selfish. It's okay. It'll happen. But the right people, they're not going to ask you for more than you can give or more than your fair share. It is going to be reciprocity. And that's what it's all about now. Okay, so I'm finished with my little talk today. I appreciate you for joining me. And I also wanted to tell you that I have a Stepping into Self Love 12-page journal PDF that you can get. I'll leave a link in the description, and it's also a link in my bio. And if you are, like I said, I am an empowerment coach and sister friend, and I also do one-on-one coaching. I also, if you are interested in possibly getting more information, jump on a call with me for a clarity call to see how I may be able to help you, or maybe share some resources or something like that. I do have the link in the bio, and I have the link will be in the description. So I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you allowing me to share this space with you, and I look forward to developing this community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep rising and keep shining, honey.